Are you getting it? Pain is mandatory. You are not going to take off your knee pain if you run for 4 hours. You will have the knee pain, but suffering is optional, which is completely true actually. You can decide whether you want to suffer or not, but you will always have the pain. You take up running, you will know what I mean. Okay, that is on no sweat, no gain. Okay. Now comes my most important concept. Head job concept. What do you feel when you look at this? Any first thoughts?
Size doesn't matter.
Very creative, Praveen. No, but what are your first thoughts? Good.
Look for enemies.
Look for your enemies. Good. You're near. Sajita.
Parts, groups.
Huh?
Essentially, both of them are run around in groups. They foxes go around parts. Hedgehogs mostly.
Good. This is to actually awaken you. That's why I'm asking. In a lecture, you always try to lift the spirits of people, right? So this hedgehog concept is a very important concept. It was proposed by, this is not my concept, so I'm not taking any credit for it, but this was proposed by a professor in Stanford, a management professor in Stanford called Jim Collins. Jim Collins has been researching companies for the last 15 years, and he has written some seminal books in the area of management. He's a very well-known guy. He teaches at Stanford Management School. He teaches both the advanced program as well as the basic program. Amazing researcher, and he has written 2 books to his credit, which is one of the best sellers, and it's being taught at all reputed management schools. He teaches at Harvard, UCLA, Wharton, Kellogg, Sloan, and everywhere. He's one of the preeminent thinkers in management. Jim Collins came up with this concept called hedgehog concept, which is very relevant for an individual as well as for a company. Right? Now, the root of this concept starts from a fable. All of you know fable, right? Fable is like a mythology, right? In Christianity, right? If you read the Bible, you will see a lot of fables. The idea of fables in the Bible is to actually harp upon a point which otherwise will be very difficult to actually illustrate. So they use like a fable which might be true, which might not be true, but the fable is supposed to bring about a fundamental characteristics or a trait. Am I right?
Parables.
Yeah, parable. So there was a guy called Isaiah Berlin. Okay, Isaiah Berlin, the fable goes this way. Isaiah Berlin divided the world into 2 categories: the fox and the hedgehog. Now, what is a hedgehog? Hedgehog is this one. This is called a hedgehog. It's actually a genetic mix-up of a porcupine and a rat, or an armadillo. Right? It's a very funny creature. It's a very small, puny little creature, the size of a rat, and a fox. So Berlin divided the world into 2 categories: the hedgehog and the foxes. Right? The reason he divided the world into 2 categories are because he says the fox has got a lot of things going on in its mind. Okay, to do this. It's a very shrewd animal. It's like, all of you know, right? People say a fox like mind, or a fox like, person, or whatever. A fox is a very shrewd animal. It has a lot of things in its brain. It always looks for attacking the opponent in the best possible way. It has a lot of permutation, combination. Whereas, and it's by nature, it's a complicated animal. Right? A hedgehog is a very simple animal. It has got only one activity to do: go out of its shelter, take food, come back, eat it during winter. Very simple thing, right? So he has divided the world into these two categories. So people who have like lot of things in their brain and like do 100 things and like do it, and like the hedgehog, which is very clear, I need to do A, B, C, D, I'll do it perfectly, I'll do it really well. Now this is the concept by itself. What does it really mean, right, to an individual or a company? Taking this concept forward, what he says is the hedgehog has got a cave-like structure, and it comes out of the cave every day morning to take the food, and the fox is always there to attack the hedgehog every day, as like this picture. I got it from the net. The fox is there to like attack the hedgehog, and every day the fox fails to attack the hedgehog. Fundamentally because it will be there at all directions, it will be waiting for the right timing, it will be waiting for like it will calculate when did it go last, when did it come, this thing, all those. The hedgehog has got only one concept. It has to come out, protect itself, get food. It has got only two activities to do every day. Come out of the shelter, protect itself and get food. That's all. These are the only two activities it does. It has simplified its life into two activities. Don't think that it's a very stupid animal because of it has all other activities to do, but it has simplified all the activities into these two activities. I need to protect myself, I need to get food. That's it. So whenever it comes out, the fox tries to jump at the hedgehog and it will open up its like porcupine thing, and the fox had to stay away from it, and like it will go get food and come back. It's a very simple, stupid story, right? But the thing that you need to take away from the story is, whatever the fox tries to do in terms of like thinking 100 possible permutation, combination, and stuff, it is still not able to attack a small little animal like hedgehog, whose focus is very clearly on two things. That is a fable, that is a story, and that is a fable used in Christianity. Now, what Jim Collins has done is he has extended this fable to like management and like individual as well as corporates, right? What is the extension? Before I go to the next slide, other than Smitha, who has seen this already, and Chandrababu, right? Other than these two, I want others to say, how can this be applicable for like corporate or like an individual?
Concentrate on one item at a time.
And do it well. Okay.
Move on.
Concentrate on extension, basically. Work on extension.
Good. Okay. What else?
In this world of cutthroat competition, everyone's out to devour you. And what do you do, to protect yourself while still achieving your goal?
How do you get yourself to a simple activity that can ensure that you are successful in whatever you do? Correct? Right? Those are the natural, commonsensical thinking that we can do. But Jim Collins thought different.
Is hedgehog really successful?
Yes. Yes. As per itself. As in, for a hedgehog, it has defined its life into two activities. For that creature, it has defined its life. Now, for an outsider, they might think it's a stupid animal, but it doesn't care. You get what I'm saying? That is why success is very relative. It depends on how you classify it into simple like components. If you are able to classify it in a simple component and not make it complicated, you are fine. As long as you are contented, you are fine. For hedgehog, it's fine. It's extremely successful. The fox is not able to attack at all. But the fox has got a reputation that it's a very shrewd animal. It is like really intelligent. There's like a better IQ than hedgehog. But why is it not able to attack the hedgehog properly? It's a question. It's a frequent question in the animal kingdom that we'll address it later.
It's like lines and sand. Lines and
It's a simple Venn diagram. For the backbenchers, let me explain.